Okay, so hello, welcome to our new channel, Divine Interventions 13. And my name is Reese, and this is
Sistar Outspoken.
Yes. So people are wondering, why are we starting this channel? So we have, many reasons for starting this channel, but one of the main reasons is for spiritual advancement in the world, as well as using this platform as a humanitarian effort to advance not only mental health, but spiritual well-being, and to normalize all aspects of spirituality. Because, these days there's a lot going on in the world, mental health, spirituality, all these different things. And we are using our platform to give you guys content, to give you guys encouragement, and to keep you guys uplifted, among many other things.
And just to add something, what a lot of people don't realize, if you're not experiencing these things, is how hard it is in the development of your spirituality. Once you begin to raise consciousness, or even not even consciously trying to raise consciousness, some people have certain sensitivities and certain just from birth have certain gifts or skills that are treated as if it's not normal. And I have close friends who have turned into addicts because of their spiritual experiences that they don't want to deal with anymore. Things like seeing the future, things like being sensitive to the spiritual realm, because we're taught that's crazy talk, that's not normal. So we have this platform now to give knowledge, because people only fear what they don't know.
Absolutely.
So let's give knowledge so that we can create a normality with something that is normal and that people have been experiencing since the beginning of time on Earth. So that's what this is about. This is to help people, let you know that you are not alone.
Absolutely.
And for people who just want to expand, here you are. And that's what we're about.
Yes, and as well, you can always reach out to myself or Sistar Outspoken and let us know, struggles that you're having. We're always here to talk and to create dialogue with people. And also, you guys can always hit us up to be a part of our show and things like that, because we're trying to normalize this. Our door is open to everybody. So, let's just get right on into it, okay? So
what are we talking about today?
So today is a new moon. Y'all know I follow the moon cycles like crazy, okay? So today is a new moon, and this new moon is happening in Aquarius. So the new moon itself is when the moon is not, we don't physically see the moon in the sky. The moon is completely dark, but it's there, and the energy is definitely there. And the new moon is like a very good time to start a ritual. And people hear the word ritual and they're always like, oh, that's a bad word. That's a bad word. But what is a ritual? Okay, a ritual is when you do something like the same action, the same time, at different days with that same exact time. So say every morning you wake up at 6 a.m. and you drink a cup of coffee. That's a ritual. Say you go to church and you take communion on the first Sunday. That's a ritual. Okay, so starting a ritual would be a good thing to do on a new moon, because new moons are about starting something, like beginning something, growing something. It's also good to burn a white candle. A white candle is a neutral candle. So if you burn a white candle and say a prayer every night before you go to bed, that's your ritual. And you can do it for 3 days, 5 days, 7 days. You can take your pick. It's a very good time to set your intentions for the next 4 weeks. Yes, setting intentions is very important. And when you set your intentions, it's about saying okay, I have a goal that I want to reach. Okay, that's my intention that I'm setting is to reach this goal. I want to, get a raise at work, or I want to save money to buy a new car or whatever.
And so write things down.
Yeah, you write these things down, put it up on your vision board, or just write it on a piece of paper and just put it somewhere where you see it every single day. On your bathroom mirror, next to your bed, on your car, steering wheel, whatever you have to do. Just put it somewhere where you see it every day and you're speaking it every single day. And that's really important, is to speak it into existence. You can't keep it in your mind all the time. You have to speak it into existence, as well as create actions to go toward that goal. So a new moon is always the best time to start something. And also, what I do is I cut my hair on new moons, because you're syncing with the cycle of the energy of the moons. As well as starting a new project. And also right now is a good time to just set goals and just find your tribe. Find your tribe and be a part of something that is bigger than just yourself. like, you know,
Right.
connect with people and things like that. So that's a really good
New
way to start off with the new
beginnings,
moon.
you
Yes,
guys.
new beginnings.
That's
It's
what it's
very
all
important.
about.
Yes.
So what does it mean for this new moon to be in Aquarius?
Okay, so Aquarius is all about freedom. Freedom is like a very, very big thing right now. Technological advancements as well as humanitarianism. Like these right here are very, very, you know, big things when it comes to like the age of Aquarius,
Yeah,
the new moon in
epiphanies
Aquarius.
and collective
Yes.
consciousness.
Collective awakening that is
Yeah.
happening right now, because there are so many people that I personally know who are like waking up. Like they're like waking up right now. So, and it's happening on like a collective scale, not just here in America, but other countries as well. Like you look at other people in like I know South America right now is like a huge awakening happening down there.
Okay.
So it's like it's happening everywhere around the globe.
And
really.
we're going to explain to you guys today, probably a little later at the end, what the age of Aquarius is versus right now what we're talking about in the constellations. So tell them about, you know, what it means for the moon to move into Aquarius. What is that?
Yeah, that's freedom. It's freedom. It's collective awakening. Humanitarianism. Like the age of Aquarius is all about that. So for the new moon to be in Aquarius is like the beginning of all that. Like all this stuff is like happening right now. Like Aquarius is like huge for us right now in this time frame because, you know, as we're gonna cover later on, Aquarius is booming right now, y'all. Ever since that great conjunction happened back in December, Aquarius has been booming. Yes.
So just to add to that, when we talk about the moon moving into different, what you would consider zodiac signs, it's the constellations. So it's different constellations that are named after the different zodiacs and are different energies. And that's different from the age of Aquarius, which we'll be talking about later, because we're in the constellation of Aquarius right now with multiple planets, and we're also in the age of Aquarius with that energy as well, going through the ages. So it is huge right now in the energy that she's talking about.
Right.
So I guess it's a good time to go into the other planets.
Yes, let's talk about all the planets that are in Aquarius right now. So Sistar's going to lead us into that right there. I'm all ears. Let's go.
So this is very rare, you guys, that this many planets come into one space. So right now we have 6 planets in Aquarius. And that is the Sun, the Moon, Mercury, Jupiter, Venus, and Saturn. So we're going to go down the list and kind of give you guys an idea of what energy that means that is kind of blessing upon you guys right now.
Yes.
Because we're all about like looking ahead, you know, utilizing what our ancestors utilized so that they can be proactive and not just responsive, you know, like just like reactive of what's going on and not knowing what's going on. They were conscious,
right?
You know, so let's talk about it. So first, let's talk about Mercury. So Mercury represents or gives off the energy and pretty much kind of controls communication, reasoning, rationality, and right now Mercury is actually in retrograde. So what that means when a planet is in retrograde, which a gang of planets was in retrograde in 2020.
Yes, they were like non-stop. Like multiple planets at one time was in retrograde.
Yeah,
like
like throughout
so
most
crazy.
of the year. It was so crazy. So that's when the planet is going backwards. That's when it literally turns in the opposite direction, and whatever it is that it represents is going crazy.
Yes.
So if you're Mercury is going to actually be in retrograde until the end of February. So if you're experiencing issues with just your rational thinking and coming to decisions with stuff, or not being able to communicate with people that you're normally able to communicate with, or things like that, it's Mercury retrograde.
As well as technology, because Mercury rules technology, and if your technology ain't acting right, like my phone right now.
Last night our computers and stuff was tripping.
And it's Mercury. It's Mercury. That's what's going on. Just blame it on Mercury. That's what's going on.
Right. And now you get to be ahead. And what happens when you're able to be ahead, you can be more humble, you can be more calm through situations. Because you can be in a situation with somebody and you be like, "I tripping like a motherfucker," but you can be like, you know what? That's just how you responding to Mercury retrograde. Like, you know what? I'm gonna just be patient with you from right now. We got how many more days? All right.
Yeah, because you gotta remember, like, it's like, you know, short stints of time throughout the year. I think there might be like 3 Mercury retrogrades every year or something like that. But also, retrograde, it's not a time for you to be like afraid of communication. People have to like take those little tests and everything and like, you know what I'm saying, straighten up their stuff and how they react to other people.
Just be understanding of what you're going through.
Yes, and also be understanding of the words that you're using and how you use your words to communicate with other people, whether it's through an email, verbal, written, social media posts. Don't go online doing crazy stuff.
Because people are not rationalizing things the same right now.
Yes.
They're conflicted in how they're perceiving things. So be mindful of that, because when you give, someone will receive. So let's go on to the next thing. Well, let's talk about giving and receiving. Let's talk about Venus.
Yes.
You know, because Venus is in alignment with everything. Venus is about love. It gives the energy of love. It's your how you adore things and what you value in life, rather if it's relationships or the materials or whatever it is that you have in your life. So let's go down the line. We're going to keep up with everything so you can understand all the energies, and we're going to put it together.
Yes.
So we have a little confliction with communication and rationalizing, perceiving some things. But at the same time, it's a time to value things in life.
Yes.
And embrace the love and adoration, right? We also have Jupiter in alignment. And Jupiter is success and wealth and abundance and just advancements in life, rather if you're traveling or gaining more education. That's Jupiter, okay? And then we have Saturn. Saturn is maturity. It is structure and structuring your life and creating meaning through structure. It is I want to put a word for Saturn. Saturn is like perseverance through responsibility. Okay? So let's put all that together with everything we just talked about that's going on in your life right now.
With the sun and the moon, all that stuff jumping up into Aquarius.
Yes. So these planets are aligning in Aquarius. Aquarius, which is freedom, which is truth, which is collective consciousness and connecting with people and coming to bigger understandings, right? And all these planets are aligning with the sun and the moon, which directly affect Earth.
Yes.
Okay? So you got that going on in Mercury, right? And then you, at the same time, are you trying to advance yourself collectively with your wisdom and just truth in general, you're doing that in the energy of abundance, of love, of structuring your life right now. So you're doing all of that. This is the perfect time to literally align like your entire fucking life.
Right. Now it's a very, very special time. People have to understand it. It's like a very special time because the last time that we seen this was in like 1962.
It's been a long
time. That was
time.
a long time ago. But in 1962, that was the beginning of the 60s. What happened in the 60s? There was like civil rights movements. There was women's rights movements. Like there was like environmental
huge shit
consciousness that was going, advancements in that was happening. Technology advancements that were happening. Like there was so many things going on in the 60s, and that was the last time that we had this, this stellium,
this alignment,
right? This stellium in Aquarius. The stellium is when like the energy and the planets are all concentrated into one area, which is Aquarius, and that's like a really big thing because we've been in the age of Pisces for so long, and Pisces was about like traditions and like religious beliefs and things like that. And Aquarius is about freedom. It's like all that other stuff is starting to like fade away now. We're moving into like a whole new age. And
we are moving
into
a whole new age of life. So this is today, you guys. This is what all came into alignment today. So we decided to have our beginning with this beginning.
Yes, I'm super excited about this. I'm glad that people are here. You guys are with us. We are doing this together. We are on this ride together. Okay, remember that. But also, I wanted to add this in there. So we also have like a square to Uranus right now. So Uranus is kind of a selfish type of planet. Like Uranus is a little bit selfish. Okay, so we have to be aware of our rebel side. Like when we were talking about, like with Mercury being retrograde, like that right there could really influence a lot of our rebel side to come out. So we have to just be mindful of that. Be mindful that this
is beautiful. I like that you brought that up.
Yeah, self-sabotage, like lashing out, setting up people, and like things like that. That's all Uranus right there. So we can't give into that energy.
So be mindful of that.
Be mindful of that energy.
Be mindful of going into that energy while not being as rational and being able to communicate the way you normally would effectively, and technology having different issues during the Mercury retrograde. So that Mercury, don't let that Mercury and that Uranus mess up your Jupiter, Venus, and Saturn.
The sun and the moon.
Okay?
Yeah, that's very true.
Yeah.
Because we got to fight those temptations, and we cannot engage in misconduct and scandals and things like that, because that kind of stuff is always going to be there. We love Aquarius. Aquarius energy is amazing, and you want to tap into that.
Yeah,
and you want to take advantage of that. But you do not want to tap into the other stuff. The Uranus things.
Energy.
We don't want to tap into those things right there. But yeah, so moving forward.
Yes. So let's talk a little bit about the age of Aquarius.
Yes, the age of Aquarius. Okay, so each age lasts like 2,000 years-ish, 2,100 years, somewhere around there. Like
over 2,000 years.
Yeah, I don't think they have like an exact number of like how many years each age is happening at. But I know right now we definitely have entered the age of Aquarius, and I believe that this happened, like a consensus that this happened during the Great Conjunction, which was back in December, the end of December. It was when it was when Jupiter and Saturn came into almost perfect alignment in Aquarius, and that has not happened in like over 1,000 years or something. Like it was like many years before that has even happened in the age in the sign of Aquarius. It's happened in other signs, but not Aquarius.
Aquarius, yeah.
So that was the beginning.
This is happening today, y'all.
Yes, exactly. And this right here was also around the same time that the solar eclipse happened.
Yep.
And
it was a week apart. It was a week apart.
Yeah, or maybe it was days or something, but it was right next to each other. Like a whole lot was going on in the cosmos at the end of December.
All last year. It was like
it culminated with that.
Yeah, it was like all the planets went into retrograde last year.
Yes.
Everything went crazy. People are dying, getting sick.
Yeah.
We losing heroes. Like it's people scared. Like the whole world shut down.
Yeah.
Like the planets went into retrograde and the world shut down. Okay, and then but sometimes clocks have to reset.
Yes.
To go forward.
Right. Absolutely. And also, I feel like that right there was a lot, disruption and upheaval and things like that. But it was jumbling things around to fall into place. Yeah, but unfortunately,
we got Aquarius, baby.
Yes, exactly.
Y'all got all that energy.
Yes,
we get all of that.
Exactly. I love the energy. So Aquarius, the age of Aquarius is about freedom. That's like a big thing that we're going to be experiencing now. Freedom. It's going to be about connecting with your soul, connecting with your purpose, like your vibe, attracting your tribe. Like that's what the age of Aquarius is about. It's about being progressive.
Expression.
Yes, about progressiveness, about
consciousness,
technological advancements. Like we're going to start seeing more advancements in technology as well as medicine. Like they kind of coincide with, together.
One thing I will say that we're obviously on the push towards, a lot of people are getting more into holistic healing.
Yes,
and
exactly.
That's beautiful.
Exactly. And that right there is something that's really good, because I feel like we're made from the earth.
Yes.
So we need products from the earth to heal ourselves, to cultivate ourselves, to, help us.
Not just numb symptoms.
Right, no.
But cure.
Right.
And maintain.
Right.
Like, you don't have to be afraid. Like, we talking about vaccines right now.
Oh, yeah.
And all of this other stuff. It's like, really, like, we just really educate ourselves and our bodies operate at peak levels. You don't have to worry about illness.
Right.
You don't have to worry about the things that you're being told to be afraid of.
Right. And I just want to also add to that right there and just say that, people say, oh, stop the spread, wear a mask. And it's like you can't put a Band-Aid on a bullet wound. You have to heal yourself, and you have to take care of yourself and your body, your system. You can't just be like, oh, I'm going to just wear this mask and I'm good. But I'm going to still be smoking cigarettes. I'm going to still be out here, eating crazy.
Right.
Like, my immune system is not going to be healthy, but I'm going to put on a mask and I'm good. Like, that's not it. That's not the way.
Like, if you were to look inside your body, is it a junkyard or is it a jungle? Is it a Garden of Eden?
Yes.
Like, what is inside there? Is it spring waters or is it shit that's sizzling?
Or is it some Hennessy?
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Like, or Coke. Like, you know what I'm saying? You got brown shit sizzling in you. That's your rivers.
Yeah, like, I gotta get that alkaline. We're gonna talk about the alkaline diet.
We're gonna do
that another day. We here for y'all, man. We right here. We right here. Yes.
But today was the energy of expansion.
Yes.
Growth.
Yes.
aligning yourself in your new beginning.
Yes.
You'll see a lot more of us. This is only the beginning, you
Yes,
guys.
absolutely.
We're taking this journey together.
Yes.
But peace and love. Thank you for coming out to our
Yes,
podcast.
thank you for, make sure you guys subscribe, like, and share the broadcast. Thank you so much.